Tune in.
On us every weekend, oh, the vibe's so fine. Saturday, sit down with Mr. Drayton. Shine!
You are now locked in to the Saturday Sit Down with the talented Mr. Drayton. Your favorite place for the best conversations. We're talking news, politics, entertainment, and possibly the ever so rare nipple slip. You are now locked in with the talented Mr. Drayton, and this is the Saturday Sit Down.
Happy Saturday, everybody. It's your man, Gregory the Talented, Mr. Drayton, a.k.a. Alice's baby. That's me, you know. Oh, speaking of Alice, happy belated birthday. The Queen celebrated her heavenly birthday on yesterday. So shout out to those who helped me celebrate the Queen on yesterday. Always a good time to celebrate the Queen. And as the years go on, it gets less and less sad and more funny because she was fucking hilarious. But thank you for helping me celebrate her birthday. Welcome to the Saturday Sit Down with your man, Gregory the Talented Mr. Drayton. Yet again, it is Saturday, October 23rd, year of our Lord 2025, and we have a busy news day. You know what I'm saying? Now, as you know, as we always say in each and every event, we cannot do this alone, and we don't. So, in a bunker 6 below the sea, he's a cat daddy with a Baghdadi, a sewing machine, and apparently new neighbors. We'll talk about that later. My man Swag for Life, Tuesday nights on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central out there, Pacific, out there in California. Hey, what's going on, sir?
Nothing but, although I don't know if I have new neighbors yet. Like she's under contract, but I don't know if they closed yet or not. So we'll see. But anyway,
we're wishing, Malcolm. We're wishing for new neighbors for you. Well, no, you want the house to be gone. Is that right? You want the entire.
I want them to change the outside of the house. I would really love it if they just redid the whole outside of the house because it's ugly. It's just ugly. Everybody that sees this house says, that is an ugly ass house.
He has the cat hating it too, Malcolm, in case you wondered. Now, thank you for joining me. Thank you for all that you do for the show, as we do every week. Malcolm, as I just invoked your name like Candyman, Malcolm. Shall appear. There you are. Wednesday nights on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is that a cool hinky dink that y'all come on the same time of day apart? I like it. Y'all are twinning. I love it. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The host and the founder of this very network. He is still the best Afro in the business. Pinky in the brain himself. Hello.
Good morning or afternoon, wherever you are.
Yeah. You're okay. This one, you're real subdued. I like this.
Yeah, I am sleepy. I got it in my walk, and then I went right back to sleep. I said I got to get my walk in, but
now, Mr. Collins, I do have a story for Patreon about my workout yesterday. You know, you get old, you work out too hard, you feel like you're going to die. Does anybody get that feeling like I am not going to make it after this one? This is it. I'm going to die right where I am. So, but I hope not. I made it to see you all yet another Saturday. Yeah. Now, we have several segments and doodads. Now, I'm not going to let you forget what you did to me last week, how you triggered me all week long there, Swag. I was looking for stories to trigger you, but I couldn't find any. I was like, damn it. So let me just go ahead and stick to the stories that I have. Ladies and gentlemen, M3 and the talented Mr. Drayton give you the Black News.
This is Black News.
Hey there, cool cats and kittens. Again, yes, it is the Black News brought to you by me and M3. I sit up all night and all day and I toil and I look over Beyonce's internet and I say, what can I bring my audience that they would be informed quickly? So real quick before I get started on the Black News this week, please join me each and every weekday for a Male Media Mind Minute. Just 1 minute of what's going on in today's news. Just real quick, I do it from IHOP, I do it from the bus stop, I do it on the train. You know, it's like a cat in the hat. I do it over here, I do it over there, I do it everywhere. So, first story in the Black News today. President Poopy Pants, what is it, Taco, what's his name? What is his new nickname? Cankles McTaco Tits, a.k.a. the mother effing president of the United States. And speaking of him being the president of the United States, I want to give you all a quick reminder of all of this. Go ahead and put that up. I want to just remind you who is running this nation. You can go ahead and give me that visual there, Swag. 1 second. Ankles, McTaco Tits. Rest for a moment where we are. So this is who is running our country. Go ahead and put you got that one? The picture of him and Melania. It's Melania. Yes, just a reminder, a hooker and a con man are running America. I just want to just put that out there. I love it so much. A hooker and a con man. That's going to make a great movie. I hope. I don't know. Somebody's good alive to direct it when it comes out. But let's go ahead and get on with the news. President McTaco Tits is still having his performative occupation of DC because we want to know where the fuck are the Epstein files. So he is pretending, he's feigning to be. Go ahead, you can go ahead and put it up. He's feigning to be a dictator. And here we see in this picture right here, our second fearless leader, eyeliner queen herself, the vice president of the United States, Miss Girl, was walking through the storied Union Station in Washington, D.C., like it was a military occupation. Set the fuck down, okay? You know what I'm saying? Sit your ass down. So, fellas, tell me, we're in the second or third week of the alleged, this alleged and illicit occupation of D.C. We've heard from the mayor. We know what the residents think. I want to know what Swag and Malcolm thinks. You guys, talk to me. What do you think? What you got going on? Swag, you first. Go ahead, put your pillow. You ain't come back in the room yet. Come on, friend.
I'm trying to get used to like buttons and stuff. Buttons are not working like they're supposed to work. I mean, the thing that makes me mad about this whole situation is, you know, how they're trying to paint DC as like, you know, this basically hellhole. You know, like the crime is out of control and teenagers are running amok and, you know, people are being murdered left and right. And it's like, but there are other cities, and of course there are red cities that are in much worse state. But, you know, we don't want to talk about that. But I just find it interesting that he's targeting, you know, majority black cities and saying, you know, because he says Chicago's going to be next. And it's just like, okay, really?
I seriously doubt that their mayor don't play that shit. But let me tell you this: ironically enough, DC is no longer a majority black city. So if he checks the stats, we have lost that race by 1%. Asshole bucket. You know, and like, what do you say? Like, I look at this story day in and day out, and it just gets more ridiculous, and it gets more expensive. You know, food is a gazillion dollars, Malcolm, and we are occupying cities for no reason. What are your thoughts on this particular story, Malcolm?
I mean, when I hear a story like this, I like to hear what people who are living there feel about it. And of course, there is just the disconcerting presence of law enforcement and military personnel. Just, you know, for a lot of people, especially black people, it doesn't make you feel safe. It makes you feel occupied, makes you feel unsafe, you know. And, you know, that kind of gets into the idea of some of the differences between black people and white people. White people feel oftentimes feel better when they see law enforcement there. And so, strangely, they might be having a completely different experience of seeing all this, even though it's causing problems. So, one of the things that they're doing, which should be noted from some of the news reports that I've read, is that they're trying to get some sort of numbers after the days. And the thing they're going after are immigrants, particularly delivery drivers. So apparently in DC, there are areas where you can rent mopeds. Like a lot of people, delivery drivers rent these vehicles to deliver DoorDash, and they're just like staking them out and, asking for the papers of anyone who looks brown. And,
Wow.
Yeah. So, obviously that has an effect on restaurants. Their deliveries aren't being made, because even if the person isn't, illegal, they're not making their delivery, right? So,
Right.
and then the other thing had to do with like just businesses, right? People who are brown or, think that they might be harassed for very legitimate reasons or not going out to restaurants, not going to church, not going to the grocery store. They're literally behaving like the pandemic. They're staying in. They're not going out, and
Right.
it's not great. Yeah,
Yeah, and he's already crashed the economy of DC by just
yeah,
by being the president. So, terrorism
yeah.
is down
So
by
many people got
40%.
laid off. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. Because when you think about all those layoffs from Doge, like most of those people were in DC, like 80% of them, right? So,
yep. And let me tell you one thing. I lived there for a lot of 15 years. One
yeah,
thing DC is expensive. So good luck,
yeah. That's the other
America.
thing is that he's patrolling the wealthy areas. I think that's hilarious too. Like it should be noted
And
because
let me just tell you, they are pissed. As a former DC resident, I do know black people and white people that live, harmoniously
yeah,
in well off areas. They have $1 million homes. And those Caucasian people who vote blue most of the time, I gotta tell you,
that's true.
are
Yeah.
super pissed. You imagine stepping out your $2 million house and you got to see an 18-year-old kid with a rifle or a machine gun up and down your street. Now, but I tell you, good luck, because later on in a few seconds in the Black News, we have a clapback from Gavin Newsom that's going to solve all of this. And further news in the Black News, I'm going to talk about petty. McTaco Tits is super petty. If I said the name John Bolton to you, what would it conjure up? This? Yes, I think mustache. Or the Lorax. So, but his name is John Bolton. He's a former foreign advisor to none other than Taco Tits himself. But guess what? He found himself a victim of the very man he supported this week when the FBI searched his home, Malcolm,
Yeah.
for documents and things that he may have taken during his tenure as National Security Advisor to the President of the United States. If this is an abuse of power, you can just tell what this is on its face. John
Yeah.
Bolton has no comment because the reason he's gotten here because how he commented on the President Taco Tits, his job performance in his last tenure as president, and he's found himself under the gun of the FBI, literally. So I laugh at this and I applaud it because the tiger went tiger, and what do you expect? So, Michael, I'm gonna start with you on this particular story. What are your thoughts?
I think it's laughable. I mean, obviously, this is one of those examples where John Bolton, not only was like horrible in the first Trump administration, but also was instrumental in, fabricating some of the intelligence for the Iraq invasion, but he did, to his credit, come out against Trump before the 2020 election. And that's what they're coming after him for. Like he actually corroborated the fact that there was a quid pro quo with the Ukrainian government to investigate Biden prior to the 2020 election in trading for security guarantees, and so I think it ties a lot of things, which is, first of all, like 2-3 years before the invasion, we were already getting ready for, or at least trying to deter the Russians from invading Ukraine, and he was using their disadvantage to try to get elected president. Right? Yeah. And he did publish things that were classified in a book. So that's the thing. All of the so-called classified shit that he published without permission has already been published.
In public knowledge.
It's all public now. So not,
well,
and from what we understand, like, he didn't actually remove classified documents. He just quoted classified documents himself. Documents that he had seen and known about.
Yep. So guess what? He is now suing Taco Tits, bro. He's lawyered up. And Taco Tits.
The investigation was closed by the Biden administration. It should have remained closed. It's laughable that you would open an investigation into classified documents when there are photos of stacks of boxes of classified documents.
I'm glad you brought it up, my smart friend, because what this is going to do for Taco Tits, baby, we have the photographs of boxes of shit in your bathroom, bro. You pissed on American shit as you take your little tiny penis. Your little tiny penis, your little tiny white man penis. Right.
The only reason that investigation stopped was because you won the election. Like, it kept going ahead.
Yeah, with your little tiny penis. Yes, that's what you do when you get a little small dick energy. Little dick energy, little Donnie with the little dicky dick. Right. Oh. Well, what thoughts, Swag, do you have any thoughts on, you know what, I'm going to call him John Lorax, the Lorax. Does anybody know? Like, you know what the Lorax looks like? Is the little orange.
I do remember, yeah.
Right.
No, is it just me? Okay. What are your thoughts on John Bolton's disposition or position?
I just it's laughable because I feel like every Trump supporter who enables Trump usually ends up in this position where, like we've seen it time and time again where, they're singing his praises and, and then they do or say something that causes him to fall out of favor. And then all of a sudden, they're a dummy, they're an idiot, they're,
they can be raided by the FBI.
I don't know why people continue to support that, because it's like, yeah, as long as you're kissing his ass, you're good, you're golden. But the second he decides I don't like you anymore, then you are fodder for him and MAGA, and like they will turn on you on a dime. And I just don't understand why they continue to support somebody who they know will turn on them and will turn his supporters on them as well.
And I also want to remind America that his right-hand man, his guy who ran his businesses, is in prison right now. His fixer, what's his name? The attorney. He's always on MSNBC. Michael Cohen, jail time, went back to jail. Omarosa, kissing boot licking ass, nigga trading ass. And she'll run around trying to get back into the black culture. He just distanced himself from his girl Candace Owens as she's being sued by the French president and the first lady. I want to know real quick before we move on to a fun story that I can't get enough of. What does his current regime think? Like, they know they have to go down this rabbit hole. But let me tell you something. If you can't run with the vice president that you had the first time that you were the president, that is a problem. This nigga is not even on the ticket. Where it's like Carmen Sandiego, where in the world is Mike Pence? I digress. We don't.
Let me add something to that story you had about JD Vance. I heard that when he was at Union Station,
Mm-hmm.
that the travelers that were there started chanting "couch fucker."
I heard that too.
Oh god, y'all are mean.
I love you, America. If nothing else, bitch, we petty. I love you. They start chanting "couch fucker," and everywhere they go, they get boos and cheers, and they're starting to throw trash over the White House fences.
Mm.
Stop throwing trash, you know. But and speaking of that story, they're only occupying like tourist places.
Right.
But bitch, ain't no tourist there. You ain't in the hood because you're scared.
Right.
You ain't going over the southeast and
Yeah.
over there. You ain't where no real crime take place, bitch. That fucking Union Station. When the fuck? Union Station is what, 400 years old, 300 years old, something like that. Slaves built it. It's one of the oldest train stations, if not the oldest train station in America. It's beautiful. It has handmade or hand laid marble floors. It's fucking beautiful. And until I didn't live there anymore, I kind of just walked past the beauty every day. I'm gonna miss my goddamn train. Ugh. So, but now that I live, fuck them, yo. Fuck them. They're already fucking up America's house. And just fuck up America's city. Do it all you can. Okay. Now, Malcolm, if you wanted to make something heat up, like what would you do? I mean, this is a weird question. Just give me a weird
I
answer.
wanted something to heat up, like talking like
something
or?
like a wall. If you something and you wanted to collect heat, it's almost solar panel-esque. Let's go ahead and say that. Okay, bro. I'm not going to pick your afro.
Okay.
Goddamn, I don't even know what to say. Goddamn, Christy Nome, this bitch, and I'm just gonna let you. Watch this. Goddamn, Christy Nome, open her fucking yappity chap and swag. This is what came out. I can't.
And today we are also going to be painting it black. That is specifically at the request of the president, who understands that in the hot temperatures down here, when something is painted black, it gets even warmer, and it will make it even harder for people to climb.
Yeah, so people that stick their hand in hot grease for a living will be deterred. I'm sorry.
What are they deterring them from? What are they painting black?
So
the wall.
They painted the border wall black.
Oh,
and supposedly Chrissy Nome says Trump told him to do this because if you paint it black, it'll get hot because black absorbs heat. So their thinking is, so painting it black will make it hotter and make it harder to climb. But people are saying, but you painted the U.S. side, so it's only going to get hot on one side, not on the other side. And then again, they're used to touching hot stuff. Like, okay, you can just wear gloves, or I mean, at night when it's not as hot. It's like it's just such a
hundreds of miles in the desert. Oh, the wall's too hot. I guess I'll turn around.
Right. It's like,
no, but the thing that gets me, dude, they try to keep us the fuck in this motherfucker. You painting outside. Go and paint Mexico if that's the issue. I told God, I'm moving to Canada. My next broadcast will be from Toronto. Yeah. I just don't. This is the same bitch that got her purse stolen with national security secrets in it. Bitch, why? What you carrying?
Right.
Where are you carrying your fake Gucci bag, bitch? You know what I mean? Like, what in the F? I just,
And then of course she painted a little bit of it, and people are like, "Will she do? She will literally do anything for a photo op." Like, yeah,
Yeah.
look what I can do. I paid this one panel. Okay, y'all do the rest. I'm going home. I'm going home to get my Botox injections. Like, okay, girl,
right.
we hear you.
Crazy, corny looking bitch. They are just so fucking ridiculous with
But
this whole thing. And I
I
think
mean, my
about
whole
that
thing has
whole.
been my whole thing has been, did he say that like this was needed because it was impenetrable and that this was gonna stop the horde of illegals pouring into the countries? Like, so they've been able to climb it all this time, but you're just like, well, just paint it black, it'll be hot. They won't want to climb it if it's hot. It's like,
Yeah.
okay. I just keep thinking, like, when are y'all gonna realize y'all been taken for a fool? Like, come on
Yeah.
now.
Now, Malcolm, you got your glasses on.
Mm.
No, I'm not gonna torture you. Like, I'm gonna make Swag read it. We're gonna have a reenactment on today's show. Okay. Because in further news, I have, and this is more sunshiny good news. My man, the governor of the great state of California, has been trolling Trump by, how do I say, have been doing everything in a Trump-esque voice, maybe.
Mhm.
So he has been posting uh, tweets and pictures like this, him surrounded by glorious white men. Like, is that
It's
Angel?
Hulk
Is it Hulk
Hogan,
Hogan?
Tucker Carlson, and I think
Kid
that's Kid
Rock?
Rock.
That's Kid
Yeah,
Rock.
yeah.
Shout out to Gavin Newsom. I love you, bro.
Yeah.
I feel, in my head, we are friends, I'll tell you. So, if you haven't been paying attention on social media, Gavin Newsom has pledged to redistrict. What's up, Demons Exist? How are you, brother? What's up, Gilly? How are you, sir? Chicago is in the building. Also, Gavin Newsom has vowed and is well on his way to redistrict Republicans out of 5 seats or maybe 6 seats that they want, that it's going to turn clearly blue and fuck their current majority in the House of Representatives. So he has started, I think Monday or last week sometime, doing things in his Trump-esque voice. So, Swag, do me a favor, put that announcement up. I'll do it. I'm not gonna make y'all do it. I'll do it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I got to get my Trump voice right. Wow, the best maps ever made, will soon pass the greatest legislator wherever in the world, not just America. America can now thank me, Gavin C. Newsom, and 2 very special people, Magic Mike and Rainmaker Robert, who led the legislation with total legends. These are perfect, beautiful maps, better than Columbus, better than the Google Maps, better than Apple Maps. Sorry, Tim, no gold bar for me, but I still love you. People are already screaming, Mama, Mama, and I say, no, I'm your daddy. Era begins in the Golden State, all because of me, the people's governor, the governor and chief. You know how he slurs words. He'll get to that part, and be like, the choreographer and chief who will now let the people vote. Thank you, USA. Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I need coffee after that. I need some coffee. That's a lot. See what I do for you? I stretch myself. I stretch myself thin. I stretch myself so myself so thin. It's so hard. It's so hard. I just find that ridiculous, Malcolm. So Swag brought it to my attention, and I'm gonna be honest with you because I stopped watching. So, with the Mail Me Your Mind Minute and with everything going where I'm forced to at least look at the highlights at least
Yeah.
once a day. But sometimes I miss to find nuances when you're not in politics, like this. Or Christy Nome doing something dumb, because if it's not picked up by every news outlet, excuse me, I'm not going to see it. So Swag says, "Oh, you haven't seen Gavin Newsom making fun of Trump?" I was like, "What? Fuck have I been? This is crazy. Let's go." So I was like, I of course had to pick up that story. I was like, "What in the F is going on?" So again, the great state of California is counteracting Texas run to redistrict. Now, don't they feel stupid in Texas, Malcolm?
Yeah, I mean,
no, they do. They do, because they've said like, "Oh, it's not going to make a difference," and somebody said, "No, it's not going to make a difference. You have done nothing but piss off your constituents and spend millions of quadrillions of dollars."
I think what's so bad is that if they get any seats, which is debatable. It certainly will not be a good look, because when you look at the map, it's clearly disenfranchising blue voters in Texas. When you look at the districts and how they lean now, it's like two little tiny blue districts. They're like 35 districts, right? So that's the problem. When they said they were going to move 5 districts to the red column, there are 35 already. There are only 7 of them that were blue out of the 35. So you literally are leaving like 2 little blue specks in a sea of red. It's so unfair. It's like no one can look at this and be like, really?
And the sad thing is they in the past, people would always try to make excuses, saying like, "Oh, well, no, we're really drawing these." They're just like, "No, we're doing it this way."
That's what I love. That's what I mean. Do the shit. If you go, put your dick in your balls on the table. Just do it.
They did. They just say, "We won. We get to do this. Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, when I tell you what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yeah.
They have, this. So there have been a few uproars in the Trumposphere this week. A story I did not report on, but they were pissed about male cheerleaders in the NFL, no doubt. Until some genius on the right figured out that a few Republican presidents were on scholarship.
George W. Bush was a male cheerleader.
And so was FDR, maybe was one of them went to another one that went to Ivy League school has a male cheerleader. So good luck to that. But there is a conservative uproar that involves your man, the talented Mr. Drake. And this involves my Wednesday night meatloaf. These motherfucking conservatives are in a uproar. Got their tits in a bunch over my dearest Cracker Barrel. Now, I just started eating back at that bitch.
Oh, God.
Oh. So in further news, Delicious Cracker Barrel has decided to change their logo. They have took the slave owner off of the logo and just made it plain. And they're going to go in the inside and just paint the walls a neutral color to brighten them. Because one thing Cracker Barrel is? Dark as a motherfucker. It is dark as a motherfucker. You have to turn on, I think I had to go get checked for diabetes. Because you got to turn on your light on the phone to get the delicious food. And conservatives, like there's nothing else going on in the world, are in a tizzy because they are changing the Cracker Barrel logo. Yeah, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked that. Took the cracker and the barrel off the logo. Exactly.
Oh, God.
And so when I heard of the story, guess where I was sitting? In Cracker Barrel. I said, talk about being Eugene on the scene, that me. So I asked one of the waitresses, who my waitress was white, and she says, "This is just some ridiculous bullshit." So I got a quote from her. She says, "This is some ridiculous bullshit. It is dark as fuck in here. We always hitting our knees and our toes on the, because it's so dark." Oh, so congratulations, Cracker Barrel, for joining 21st century, and you can still get your hard candies and your Dick Dacks and your doodads and your Hickey Bickies and whatever else the fuck and your grits t-shirts and your Reese cups. And so just FYI, Cracker Barrel is a source of my Reese cup addiction. It's one of the way I get my fix. Because they always have the big large 6-pack for buy one get one free. So
they do have quite the candy selection in Cracker Barrel.
They do. They got Jelly Belly jelly beans for $12 a box. The shit's expensive. I'm telling you. Hard candy like your grandma had, Werther's original, And now they sell vinyl. So I was in there the other night and I saw a Miles Davis record.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. Right. So go on with your bad self, Cracker Barrel. We're not going to let y'all be stopped. So I have a favorite content creator who, well, I don't know. This is a little long, but I love it. I don't know. We're not going to run her. Her clip is too long. I just thought about how long it was. I'm like, it's going to suck up half the show.
You do have long clips.
Yeah. I was like, damn, bitch, I'm trying to get away from, I want to report the news my way. I'm trying to get away from all of that. No, bitch, you can't have all my time. No. But anyway, but she went on to say, where will the white people eat? I mean, you can't go to Chinese places. You can't go to Mexican. Stay your ass out of Jamaican restaurants. All you have is Cracker Barrel. And you didn't even have that. Y'all stole soul food from the slaves. So go figure. I don't know.
I mean, they have Golden Corral still, right?
No, they do not. They do not. Listen, I don't eat at Golden Corral.
Does still exist. It does still exist. They haven't changed their logo. So
wait a minute. So I have a question for y'all. I have a question for everybody in the audience and y'all. Why does it always smell like sour dish rags in Golden Corral?
That's why I don't go in Golden Corral.
I'll wait.
That's why
Malcolm, would you tell me why does it smell like sour dish rags?
Oh yeah, because
like always.
Yeah.
No rebutting. You don't have a company. You don't know why.
That's why I don't go sour dish rags everywhere. I don't know.
That, but just the thought of because the parents don't watch their kids. The kids are just dipping in.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. That is the very thing that stopped me from eating at Golden Corral. I swear to God, I used to love it. The chicken was good. I used to love the puddings on the dessert thing. And then I saw this little girl. God bless her, she was so sweet. And her mama was trying to catch her. She had ran away from her mama. The mom was running. As a parent, I was like, oh my God, I remember those days. You're trying to catch the baby, get away from you. You know what I'm saying? And the baby went to the pudding. Like the banana pudding, you know what I mean? The baby just stuck her whole, she could reach it right above it. She could just say she stuck her whole motherfucking hand in that banana pudding. And instead of the employee taking the pudding off the thing, that bitch came and stuck a spoon in it and stirred it up. And I told my sister and my cousin that we are leaving. And she said, why? I just tired of eating. And I was like, you better take some Maalox or something and get over it because this shit ain't good. So, yeah. And I just, I'm really leery in my old age of buffets. Unless, now here in Atlanta, they do have some upscale buffets, if that is such a thing. But I just don't, I like the ones that have the sign, no unaccompanied minors. I like those. Because you want your baby give me motherfucking strip throat. Sticking your motherfucking ass in the whole pan. Catch your damn baby. I'm mad now. I made myself angry. So let's switch gears real quick and let's talk about something real serious. Some new numbers have come out here in the great state of Georgia about the different areas and the HIV rates. I want to because of our audience, I wanted to report on this. So we're going to go ahead and run this video from this lady. And, you know, it's just a very sobering fact. There's no funny spin I can put on it. Just want to put it out there. Go ahead.
Downloading. HIV yet? Well, thank the Lord, because here are the top 10 counties in Georgia with the highest HIV cases in 2025. Coming in at number 10 is Athens, Georgia, Clark County, 500 cases. Number 9, Savannah, Georgia, Chatham County, 700 cases. Number 8, Macon, Bibb County, 800 cases. Number 7, Columbus, Georgia, Muskogee County, 900 cases. Number 6, Augusta, Georgia, Richmond County, 1,500 cases. Number 5, Lawrenceville, Georgia, Gwinnett County, 2,000 cases. Number 4, Marietta, Cobb County, 2,500 cases. Number 3, Jonesboro, Georgia, Clayton County, 3,800 cases. Number 2, Decatur, where it's greater, DeKalb County, 10,800 cases. And coming in at number 1 is Atlanta, Georgia, Fulton County, with approximately 19,500 HIV cases already for 2025. Remember, this video is not to scare you, but to inform you. So like, share, and repost, and stay safe.
I was going to try to call Jeffrey, but I was like, fuck it. I mean, people listen to me. There are medications you can go get not to get HIV. You know what I mean? Like, there's PrEP. You know, condoms still exist. Please. You know, if you don't want to use condoms, get on PrEP. You don't have to run around here a hot box spreading disease. Like, and stop trusting niggas that you meet on these apps. Oh, I'm clean. And they just tear the club, shoot the club up. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, stop doing that, bro. Like, listen, like, those last 4 counties, swag, just to let you know, that makes up the metro Atlanta area.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about, we have 4 months left in this year, and we're talking about 30,000 cases in what's essentially Atlanta. It is uncalled for. It is uncalled for. Science, we have moved past this. This is uncalled for. This is that church hate. This is that self-hate. Nigga, I'm going to say niggas, go to the doctor. I mean, it's not just black people getting bothered, but we are the plurality of the cases. You know, family member here, often he comes in and out. Jeffrey runs a nonprofit. They give out PrEP. They give out Doxy PrEP. So you don't even have to get the clap no more. You don't have to get, you know, they can treat herpes. They can do all these things. Take advantage of science. Swag, there's no need. Malcolm, there's no need. You know, even your little city was on that, you know, in those numbers. I went and read, you know, Albany has 500 cases this year. For what? Go to the doctor. You can get a shot. You can take a pill. You know, stop letting niggas shoot the club up and you don't know them. You know, and then you spreading it all. It just doesn't make sense. We can we've effectively ended AIDS, thank God. But we can also end HIV. We can end it. We can do the responsible thing. And here at M3, this is a responsible, we want to give you the responsible message that you can control your own health narrative. Yeah. And like, as much as I laugh and gig and Malcolm makes fun of me constantly, because that's his job. His job is to make fun of me. But it is. But very seriously, like, this is a travesty. This is a travesty. And these kids out there, they're getting positive and they're young. We're talking 18, 19, 20. You have a whole life to take medication that's going to ruin your kidney at the end of the day. It saves lives, but there's a cost to this life-saving measure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Listen, just don't do it. Like keep, what's that person? Close your legs to married men. Close your legs in general. Put a condom on. You know what I'm saying? Put a condom on. Take some prep. Take some doxy prep. You don't have to go around dripping and pussing.
Yeah. I
You
think there's also like I don't know if it's out yet or in development, a shot. So like if you don't want to take a pill every day,
it's
take a
already
shot
out.
every 2 months. Yeah, it's already out.
It's already out.
Yeah.
It's already out.
It apparently improves compliance because, like if you're not used to taking daily medications, people forget or get lapse or whatever. And,
right, and that's a real thing. But like those numbers, I was stuck. I was, how you sneak on the internet when you're in a meeting. So like, you got your headphone on, you're like this. And then I looked down at my phone, and so she had the caption on, and you could read. I could read what she was saying. Hey y'all, let me step away for a moment, and then I rewound the video, and I was stuck. I was absolutely stuck because you don't think so. That means somebody that's positive and not on medication has gotten with somebody who is negative, and they have made them positive because you're not on medication. You're the fucking outbreak monkey. All it takes is one motherfucker in the community. All it takes is community dick to fuck everybody, and they fucking folk, and you fucking folk, and they fucking folk, and everybody just get it. So I'm gonna leave this right here. Go to your local health department. If you're here in Atlanta, you can contact us here at the show. I'll put you in touch with Jeffrey's nonprofit. They do free testing. They have free prep. They have free doxy prep. They have doctors on scene now. They are growing, thriving. Hey, Mr. Taylor, they're growing, thriving nonprofit here in the city. And please, take advantage of that. You can leave us a message in any of the mailboxes, and for any of us, we'll put you in touch with Jeffrey and the team over there to get you some health care, because it's not a matter of embarrassment. It's a matter of health care. And we bring these to you because we love you. And we want, just like we want you to get your goddamn butt check for butt cancer and your penis check for, all kind of things. Get males, listen, y'all go to the doctor. Go get a prostate exam. You don't have to necessarily die of prostate cancer. We don't have to find out stage 4. You can go shit in a box and find out what's happening. You know what I mean? Take care of your health. We always distress mental health, but it's the physical health too. We up here looking good with afros and haircuts and shit, but this is work. Malcolm just walked 17 miles this morning. He plowed the field. He walked around. He carried his mother up and downstairs. I'm being facetious here, but with that, it's out there. No need to die of a very preventable thing, because I did know some people that died of AIDS in the 2010s, and that was ridiculous, just because they would not take the medicine. Bitch, get over yourself. Get over
and it's like
yourself.
You said, I think it's important for people to understand that, don't be embarrassed about this kind of stuff. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's something is our bodies are our bodies, and they do things, and we want to do what we can to keep healthy as long as possible. So put that pride to the side and do what you need to do to protect yourself, to be around. Because I tell people all the time, like, I plan to be around a long time. So yes, if I got to do stuff that might be a little bit embarrassing that I don't necessarily want to talk to people about, I still got to do it. I got to do it because I want to be here for a long time. I've seen enough people pass away that's like, it's not for me. I don't want to do it. I know it's going to happen someday, but I don't want to do it. So let me do what I got to do. You know, if I gotta bend over, you know, if I gotta bend over, let that coochie breathe, you know, then I'm gonna do it. I mean, fuck it.
See, even Swags doing the bending. Get that prostate checked out. Listen,
yes,
so again, you hit us up all social medias, Mail Me Your Mind, Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. Fuck you, Elon. Mail Me Your Mind inboxes on Facebook. I am in charge of that. I don't know how I got to be in charge of that inbox, but I will see your message and I will respond to you. And it's not embarrassing. It's between me, you, and the Lord. If you don't want to go, and then know your status. Because if you are positive and you're not taking the medicine, you're doing the entire world a disservice. We want you here. We love you. We like your shining face here on Saturday afternoons, eating Fruit Loops and the things that you eat. So I just seen Mr. Taylor. Let me give Mr. Taylor a quick shout out before I end this segment. Mr. Taylor was so sweet. He asked me for my address, and I thought he was the killer. I was like, well, that's my friend. So he sent me a few of these. Thank you so much. It was amazing. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much, cute. Mr. Taylor. You're going to give me diabetes, but you know I'm old. If I eat one a month, Mr. Taylor, and Mr. Taylor is out there in Los Angeles nursing a wonderful T-shirt and hat line. As soon as he's up and running, he's going to come on the show and talk about it. To all our regulars, thank you guys. Didn't exist.
We're gonna do that T-shirt and swag bag collab, Mr. Taylor. So be ready for
that. Woo! Ooh, I ain't showed y'all. Listen, let me tell you a little secret before I move on to the weekly rewind. I'm about to take a trip to Tijuana. Malcolm, I'm gonna go with a big empty bag and see if I can. And then when I get back home, I'm gonna empty it. Malcolm, I'm gonna oh shit, Swag is here. He can hear me. Damn it. I'm gonna empty the bag on the show and tell you what I got. So, yay me! I'm going shopping. Right. And when it comes close to Halloween, I'm gonna make a trip to Albany to Malcolm's house. This is the time of year I travel and I go steal from my loved ones.
Yeah. I do need to check it out. You know, one of the things they do there is they had some of their failed candies. When you were talking about the
I know.
They have like the regular candies, like M&Ms that aren't round, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
They gotta throw it out.
Delicious.
It still tastes chocolatey as fuck.
Right, exactly. Like
extra chocolate. Fucked it up.
This shape in M&M's. Okay. It still tastes like M&M's, right? Okay, well, say less. Like, come on.
I'm hurt. And right, I'm hurt. Listen, yeah. No. So
it's like when Christmas time comes out and they do those Reese's Christmas trees. They don't look like trees. They just look like a couple of Reese's pieces that just
but they have the most delicious inside. I think those. I think they take the regular ones. Yeah,
I don't care what it looks like as long as it tastes good. Say less.
I think one time they did like a crispy Reese's cup.
Delicious. It had the peanuts on the top.
Well, they had one. It was kind of like it had a crispy like Kit Kat type crunch in it. You know,
I'm trying not to eat a Reese cup. Stop it. Damn, I should have never opened up Pandora's box.
Yeah, it had like a crispy, you know, almost like a mix between like a nutter. What do you call them? The Nutter Butters. Crispy.
Yeah. He's just going on down the rabbit hole. And so, well, you know what? I went into QT the other day, and I saw one of my favorite candy bars I haven't seen in years. A fucking whatchamacallit.
Oh gosh, that's one I've not seen in ages.
Woo-wee! Whatchamacallit. Look, Google it if you are not aware of a whatchamacallit. Do yourself a favor. And me and this fat woman was looking at the last one on the shelf. That bitch I was gonna fight her, but I was like, let me just be a gentleman and let her have it. She was like, thank you. I was like, bitch, you're not welcome.
I didn't know they still made those.
Yes, they do. They do. Yeah. They do. You can go on Amazon and get some. My brother-in-law died of prostate cancer. I thought of him when I got my colonoscopy. We miss you, Reggie. Mwah! And that you know, it's you know, now, you know, you have to die of something. But at least if the killer's coming to get you, at least you can know how to treat it. And we can do better as a community. Mm-hmm. But speaking of doing better, one of my other favorite segments, you know, I sit here all week. They make me choke until I laugh and choke and die. So just in case you were unable to catch some of the shows, we wrangle them all together for you and present them. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Weekly Rewind. Let's go. We did some things. The Weekly Rewind.
So I had another clip that I want to show, but I'm going to show the one that is still probably fresh in people's minds from the movie when they watched it. Those of us who did watch the Superman movie, there was one scene that every black person felt joy over, and that was Mr. Terrific just whooping ass. So here we go, Mr. Terrific whooping ass.
Restricted area, pal. Get back to your vehicle. Get out of here. Whoa, what we got here? Hey, you see this guy? Hey!
That's his path. DNA trail leads to that tent.
Isn't that one of those justice guys? It's just a smart one. Hey! You heard the man. I am giving you one last chance to stop.
I was just about to say the same to you.
Ultra.
Not Ultra from Killer Instinct now.
Alrighty.
All right, so I got a couple stories from What a Day, which is another podcast I listen to.
You love her.
The State Department just announced that they're halting visitor visas for all Gazans coming here for medical aid. Why would some of these kids, for example, who are coming to hospitals for treatment be a threat?
Great question from Margaret Brennan, host of CBS's Face the Nation Sunday. Secretary of State Marco Rubio must have a reasonable answer, right?
Well, first of all, it's not just kids. It's a bunch of adults that are accompanying them. Second, we had outreach from multiple congressional offices asking questions about it. And so we're going to reevaluate how those visas are being granted, not just to the children, but how those visas are being granted to the people who are accompanying them.
I guess we'll see how long it takes for these visas spurred by medical emergencies to be evaluated. The State Department's pause came down Saturday, just a day after conservative activist Laura Loomer questioned them. That is, she posted a slew of racist and Islamophobic tweets calling the kids' medical flights a national security threat and saying, quote, "We are not the world's hospital."
It's up to you and me to show them that in Texas, our knees do not bend. In fact, thanks to everyone who has joined this fight, we were able to make more than $1 million donation to the House Democratic Caucus, the Black Caucus, the Mexican American Caucus, and we are going to continue to fight, to raise, to organize, to register, to mobilize.
That's former Texas Democratic Congressman Beto O'Rourke rallying a crowd of protesters at the Texas State Capitol Saturday. He's talking about money his political group raised for the Texas House Democratic Caucus after 50 of its members left the state to prevent their fellow Republican legislators from redrawing the state's electoral maps to get more congressional seats in the 2026 midterms. Well, O'Rourke's fundraising didn't go over too well with Texas Judge Megan Fahey. On Saturday, she expanded a restraining order against O'Rourke originally issued by Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. It officially barred him and his group from sending money to what she called unexcused Texas legislators. The Texas Dems have been hanging out in blue states since early August. They get fined $500 for each day they fail to attend the legislative session. In a statement last week, the House Democratic Caucus said its members plan to return to their home state ahead of today's hearing, but each member has their own timeline, according to CBS News. That means the redistricting measure could finally pass if enough of them return to restore the quorum.
So let me go ahead and play this clip, and we'll discuss after.
In dating them, I'm thinking I'm dating my dad or my brother, and I'm like, no, I can't.
Anyway, so why do you think you prefer? Is it a preference or is it a requirement?
To me, it's more of a preference. You know, I am the same way. I just don't date my own race. The point is, I don't.
Would you date your own race?
No, and I have a reason. If I sleep with Black guys, I would think I'm.
Didn't say nothing about sleeping with them. I said date them.
Even dating them, I'm thinking I'm dating my dad or my brother, and I'm like, no, I can't.
I don't want to think I'm dating my brother or my dad. Like inherently, incest is a no-go in our family. So,
is that why all of you date other races? Is that why all of you only date other races?
Yes, that is the reason. Like, we love each other so much, we do not want to fuck each other. Inherently, incest is a no-go in our family. So,
is that why all of you date other races?
Huh?
Is that why all of you only date other races?
Yes, that is the reason. Like, we love each other so much, we do not want to fuck each other.
Let me just first start off by saying, I think we all can agree that incest is no-goes with a lot of us here. That like I don't know of any families like incest. Yeah, that sounds like a winner to me. I think that's something we should do. But so I had to put it to the M3 group, and I'm just like, is this? I have heard. I only hear Black men say this, and I've heard the straight ones say it too. They're like, I don't want to date somebody to remind me of my mama, my sister, something like that. And I'm just like, why is that a thing with us?
Not us. No, not us.
No,
let's refrain us.
Not us.
Who is us?
I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
Who are you talking about, Willis? No.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about is there anything positive you can say about getting older? And we'll talk about it here.
For some of us who are older, the old gays, a lot of people come to my lives and ask me about age gap relationships. And sometimes those are younger guys who are interested in older guys. Sometimes they're older guys who are interested in younger guys. Usually it's the younger guys who are attracted to older guys or an older guy. And then they find out, oh, wow, I'm in a 32-year age gap relationship. I'm 66. My husband is 34. Now, sometimes people have an issue about being old. Some of us gay men have an issue about being old. And, it hit me today when I was messaging with somebody that it's like coming out. Like, I did not want to be gay. I tried not to be gay when I was a teenager. But then one day, I just accepted that it was a fact. And then I created a new relationship with being gay. Like, hey, this is great. This is something I can embrace. Same thing can happen with being old. Maybe I don't want to be 66, but the fact is I am 66. So I can embrace my elder status and learn to love it, and to realize that one of the things that my husband loves about me is that I am decades older than him. It's not the only thing he loves about me. I don't think it's the primary thing. His age for me, it's nice in some ways, but it's not the main thing. It's the connection of our souls. Anyway, if you're old like me or older than me or getting older and you got issues about that, you know what? Being old is pretty great. You can embrace it. You can accept it. It is a fact. You have no choice about being the age you are. You can choose to accept and embrace the age you are, just as we don't have a choice about our sexual orientation or our gender identity, but we can choose to embrace and accept our gender orientation and gender identity.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Now, I always think in those May December relationships, I always think the younger person is just waiting for the old motherfucker to die so they can get that check. I mean,
not really.
Kinda,
I'm just saying, you're talking to someone who's been in one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's start with that scene from Miss Terrific. I love that. That was the best. That was one of the best parts of the movie. I was like, go, Mrs. Terrific. Mrs. Terrific was super black. I enjoyed that about her. Unapologetically. Super black. I mean, you can catch Devon Wednesdays. He is a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Just talking about
you
this
can catch, right. I love how they panned on his package when he was getting off the. I was like, oh, is that why he's terrific? He had that white woman follow him into a vortex. I get it now. Go. You go, Lois Lane. Right.
Right.
You're gonna get some
No,
black
that was a
pink.
good scene. I enjoyed it. And there is talk of getting him I don't know if it's gonna be like an origin story movie or not, but I think I've heard that there's talks of like him getting his own movie. So that would be awesome to see. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
But of course, the fans would be like, "Oh, it's so woke, it's DI, la 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 la." It's just like I don't care.
Yeah,
don't nobody care about all that bullshit. Now, so this is another time where Swag triggered me last week. The first time was he ambushed me with a picture of my dog, my dead dog Chester. My attorney, T'Challa, will be contacting you. About punitive damages. We want cupcakes and snacks. So we want snacks and pancakes. But no, so it's this interracial couple they're very popular here in Atlanta. And on the internet, I noticed that the white one had sent me a message like 18 weeks ago. I made a friend request. No, ma'am, I'm good. Thank you. But this is silly. Like we've heard this before. Like I don't date other black people because I don't want to date someone in my family. Now people think we all look alike. On this panel, people say, "Oh, y'all look alike." Skin tone don't make you look alike. Yeah. Nah, and I tell the story again. The woman in Lay Furniture Store, she had a fit. She was like, "Oh," I mean, she literally stopped at the door.
Yeah.
And I simply said to her, "Well, you feed them long enough, they start to look like you." My mom always said that. But that is ridiculous. Like that is your reasoning. Like date interracially if you want. That is totally your call.
Absolutely.
And we're not here to belabor or argue that particular point, right?
Yes,
but
of course.
if you have to, because you don't have to give a reason, just keep your mouth closed. I do what I do because I want to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
But if you have the American gall to get on Beyonce's internet and say, Malcolm, I like Now I've heard some people, I like the contrast of my black skin against their white skin. Whatever gets you off. If that gets you going, go ahead. Now you about to say, Mark, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so actually it's interesting you pivot to that idea that is probably one of the appeals of interracial porn, for instance, is the contrast. It's true. But when I think about him, and when I put this video in the VIP room of this white dude who said he had never even met someone white outside of his own family until he was about 15 or 16. You can see the difference in the way that he talks about things. He never mentions who he dates or whatever, but you can obviously tell like his interactions with people are different. And that's the sort of vibe I got from that black dude, was that he was the type of person who had probably never met another black person outside of his own family until he was an adult. You know, like I feel like he was raised in a mostly white environment, and that's one of the reasons why he sees other black people similar to that of his own family, because that is the connection he has. I mean, like, he doesn't know many other black people outside of his own family.
Malcolm, I'm going to challenge that. I know somebody who knows him. Nope.
Well,
that's not the case.
That was just my impression, and maybe it's not true for him, but I know people
yeah.
who are that way, and I think that's where that comes from. Like, oftentimes, maybe not with him.
Listen, jumping Jehovah fans, good luck to them. But that, to me, is what's going on, sir. That is just self-hatred and self-loathing, I think.
I'm not saying that's not what it is.
No, I'm not. But I'm not denying your point. But I'm saying,
I'm saying,
I looked into it.
That's where a lot of that
in
comes
this
from.
case, in this case, the young man was raised with other black people in his community. Because as I thought about it, I was like, well, there has to be something. You know, he's adopted, or something.
Yeah.
No. Absolutely
and
yeah, that is sad.
Not to beat a dead horse on this one, but to me, it just feels like it's almost like he knows that, like, this is a bad. I mean, it's an unpopular take. Like, if you want to date exclusively outside of your race, I mean, again, we're not here to say you have to date. You date who you want to date, but it almost feels like he knows that this is an unpopular take. So let me phrase it in a way that makes it seem like, well, the reason why, and it's a really valid reason. It feels like incest to me, and nobody in my family, I don't want to sleep with people who I'm related to. So it's almost like it's for a good reason why they do that. But I'm just like, okay, girl. It's just, I don't know. And I have said that, like, because they also talk about, it being a preference rather than a requirement. And that, again, feeds into this whole thing of, like, I feel like a lot of people do have biases, but they don't want to call it a bias. So they say it's a preference, because preference sounds nice. Preference sounds like, this is just something that I like. It's not harmful. And it's just like, again, you can date who you want to date. Nobody's telling you can't, but don't call it what it's not, because that's not what this is. Just
I would much, but I would, to be honest, I would much rather you call it preference and leave it at that, because we all have preferences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
even if it's a lie, it's a little white lie.
Just let that be. Don't try to.
That's why they call it that, but it's not. It's not really a preference if it's exclusive. If it's exclusive, then just call it what it is. It's a bias.
That's asking a little much, because that's like asking you to be treated like the piece of shit you are. So, like, tell your little lie.
And I get
it's kind of like, when you date someone and you want to break up and you say, "Oh, it's me, it's not you."
Right? It's not you.
Oh, it's you.
It is.
No, you know what? I never say that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm just saying. Right? I know, but my ass be like, "No, nigga, it's you," and I'm leaving.
But that is one of those little lies you tell. Oh, it's a preference.
I'm gonna tell you.
Great. There's nothing. There's nothing wrong.
Listen, if I've ever broken up with you, you are the reason. I'm just letting y'all know, like, no, I'm not even gonna lie to myself like that because I am the kind of person. If something's wrong, I'm going to evaluate myself. But once the analysis is in, and I realize it was you,
And
it's
not only
gonna
that,
be
your preferences can be racist, right? Like it doesn't absolve
not
you.
not mutually exclusive from you,
Yeah,
and that's
they're
the
not
point.
mutually. Your preference could be because you have racist ideas about the aesthetics of black people. Just like I just
Yes,
think black people are
absolutely.
unattractive. I think that that would be your preference because you don't think
Correct.
it's like
Just
I
like
don't
I
like big
think,
noses and big lips. Like that just turns me off. I want
right.
little
Just like
tiny itty bitty lips.
right. Just like I think white people smell like wet dogs when it rains. And do I blame?
It's what it is.
Right. Do I blame them for that? No, it's nature. You know what I mean? But it's just one of those things. It is what it is, and I don't. So, lastly, we talked about getting older on Malcolm's show Wednesday nights. Again, let me reiterate: catch Thick tomorrow, Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the Nerd Council, with the Blurred Council, for Sundays at 5 p.m. right here on this very station. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, www.youtube.com/MailMediaMind 2. Why, Malcolm?
Because they took one.
Yeah, they stole it. So, and you can catch us on all social: Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. Fuck you, Elon, at Mail Media Mind. We have some new exciting updates coming for you in the very near future. If you would like to become a member of Patreon, please join us at www.patreon.com/Mail Media Mind. Play the jingle for me if you can find this way. I love this.
Patreon.com with Mel Media Mind.
So soothing that swag. That Cream Dinglers. Cream Dinglers on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. From the great state of Texas. You can catch him. Or if you can't get enough of him, you can catch he and his husband on the Two Grooms in a Pod podcast. It is a rip-roaring good time. They keep me thinking. They keep me laughing. They keep all those things. And if you're also into podcasting, catch Malcolm at the M3 Bearcast, brought to you each and every Friday. Let me tell you something. He has enough episodes in the barrel to keep you entertained for a couple of years, I'm sure. But tune in for new episodes each and every Friday as he brings them to you. And then, as in this very network, we brought you a clip of the I skipped over this, but the kid that is just cruel and inhumane for the daddy dumpy pants taco tits regime to deny visas to people with medical emergencies.
Yeah.
We used to be the beacon of the world. Now we're just the shit of the toilet. I love this for us. So good luck to those children and their families seeking medical asylum in the U.S. And they're not saying they want to stay. They say, can we come and get treated? And then so that Malcolm and I will entertain you wholly and solely as best we can on Mondays at 3 p.m. Join us this Monday where we wish Sammy happy birthdays. We're going to dedicate the show to Sammy. We're going to sing the Stevie Wonder version of Happy Birthday. So drink tea before the show, Malcolm. I just want you. Singing like well-tuned slaves. We'll be singing for you, Sammy, because we love you. Mondays at 3 p.m., Malcolm and I. Lastly, we talked about on Malcolm's show last week, getting older in this sport. Like, I want to be 86 and 96. I'm kind of looking forward to getting like 50.
Yeah.
I thought like when I turned 50, there was something kind of, I was like, ooh. My thought was I have more life ahead of me than I do in front of me. I mean, behind me than I do in front of me.
Yeah.
I was like, bitch, but you're alive today. Ta-da, boom, boom. And there is something to be said to that because nothing lasts forever. All things come. There's a beginning and there's an end. And thank God for it because I cannot imagine living with this back for another 50 being 100 and something years old with
Yeah.
this back. And I think I just find those May-December relationships very weird, and they're always built on something other than just it's very rare that you find them built on soul and whole love. I always think there's something more. I want to refrain from using the word nefarious, but I always think there's something else happening.
I think it's reasonable for there to be a higher level of scrutiny to those type of relationships. But to be honest, in my experience, I've not actually seen that. Like, I mean, in my own personal experience, but in a few relationships that I know of, I know of two right now, where there's a 30-year age gap. And I mean, I think I certainly examined it, and I was like, I don't understand it personally. It's not up to me. But they're both happy, and So
well,
and I know a few who are in those types of relationships, and it's like, some men just have, I've heard like, some men just have a thing for like older men, and yes, even though like an age gap like that is quite considerably older, I guess in the gay world it's different, because in the straight world it definitely is looked on as like, oh,
especially with older men and younger women.
Yeah, they're like, good luck, bitch. You got it. Go ahead. She gonna give you a heart attack. Do it, right?
Because when you reverse it, because I forget, it was Tracy Ellis Ross. She came out and saying that she liked.
She just said that. And let me tell you, congratulations to Tracy Ellis Ross, because she had no work done, and she has an antibody out of this world. She got
she's banging.
This bitch got an ass like this. I was like, go ahead, because she has enough money.
I remember, like, she posted something like a thirst trap on her Instagram, and everyone was up in arms, like, bitch is banging. Like,
yeah, that bitch got body karate. That bitch got ass for days. She got a black woman's ass. Her daddy might be white, but that ass came from Diana. That ass.
Like, I like him young. Like, fuck
Right.
it.
That ass came from Miss Ross. Damn right. Her mama like him young.
She did get some heat, mainly from men, and it's just like, but when y'all do it, y'all don't never, it's not as bad. But for some reason, with her doing it, it's like, oh,
Look, Miss Ross let y'all know you got to be young to get up in all that ass. That's a lot of ass. And I'm gonna tell you something. Good on her, because I'm old. Me personally, I've been fuck around all the time. Oh,
I think one of the reasons why people have this high level of scrutiny is, people assume that you can't be attracted to someone who's older, and if you are, there's something wrong with it. And I could say that, from a personal experience, I don't think I struck out to be attracted to older men, but I'll say this: I was almost, in my younger years, less attracted to people in my own age range. So it wasn't even like I was attracted to older men. It was that people within my own age range were not having the kind of conversations that I wanted to have,
right?
Making the sort of connections that I wanted to make, and so I was just naturally attracted
together.
Yeah, I was concerned about whether or not I would be attracted to someone much older, and so it was a shock to me that there was nothing wrong with it. I was concerned that would be a problem for me.
Right.
But it wasn't. You dropped it low and brought it back on in.
Yeah. I learned from that situation that there's less to be afraid about getting older. Like you were saying, you don't have to lose functionality. You don't have to slow down. You really can be an active older man.
Again, I want you guys to understand that you do not. It is not well understood that you have to get the sugar and you have to lose functionality. Shout out to my bestie, the bald head gal. She's lost all this weight. She just had a milestone birthday, and she looks amazing. And that is just proof in the pudding that because you reach a certain age. And Swag, congratulations on your weight loss. The same thing. and you know the cat's getting fat, but you're not. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing over there. All right. Listen,
big old kitty. He really is.
Oh my God! You made sure Swag sends you. No, I think he's going to save it for Tuesday night. This picture he took of T'Challa. But anyway, we are talking about family shit. But so anyway, again, join us on Patreon now. Just because if I may triggered you throughout the show, I try to bring you happy news, but you know the HIV thing was a little serious. But there are things on the internet that on Beyonce knows Carter's internet that just makes me laugh until I pee. And here are 6 representations of me laughing until I pee. And please keep your mics on. I want to hear you laugh as this is played for you. Swag, if you would, please, my fine sir, do the complimentaries and start with the Laugh-a-Palooza.
Females be so fine, then boom, coochie lips hanging like dog nuts. You bought a BBL but no car, you better bounce that ass to work. Went to go see a female about some macaroni last night and got a biscuit. I wipe my own ass, so if you want to know some shit about me, just ask me. If you got a fat ass, I ain't arguing with you. Whatever you say goes, cake boss. Y'all be outside shaking chlamydia all on y'all friend lap. That BBL don't change how you smell. I ain't arguing with no nigga about no female. Come get her out my bed if you bad. Thick women always horny because they thighs be rubbing they clit. Females that neglect their own kids just to go swallow somebody else's. Some of y'all coochie ain't even good, it's just available. Humble yourself. Why do strippers clap both heels together? What trick is that? Y'all asses don't even be big for real. Y'all just pose good. She tried to get me drunk last night to get some dick, but I just started crying. If you gonna suck your stomach in, let your shoulders down. I can't turn water into wine, but I can't turn a BM into mine. I know females that got long ass nails do not be wiping right. Females lose a little weight and start getting cocky. Girl, I remember when you had to fuck with a t-shirt on. Bitches be mad they tub get a ring before they do. How the hell you bored at home and you got a newborn baby? Go shake that baby head or something. Whoever put voodoo on my love life, your mom's a hoe. When I say get naked, that mean remove the wig too. If all you have to offer is back shot and lies, DM me. I'm cool with that. Bitch, I'm not your nigga degrees outside. Just because y'all been together more than 5 years don't mean y'all getting married. My cousin went to school studying medicine for 7 years and his ass is a DJ. Boy, there's gonna be some mad CNAs in the future having to wrestle with these BBL asses. They say niggas be out here wearing Nike head to toe, but they dick just won't do it. It's a cookout in my room. The meat is already there. Just bring the buns. Some of y'all female stressed out moms because y'all wanted these niggas and not the baby.
Woo! Lord, my God, on today. All right, go ahead. I love him, by the way. Not this.
Life is short. 1 minute you are a kid and all you want to do is go outside and play with your friends, and the next thing you know, you're an adult and all you want to do is stay inside and play with yourself.
That's it. That's it. Facts. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Facts. That's all I wanted to say. Right. That is so
I
true.
remember just going out into the neighborhood and playing with friends, like people. I lived across from a school, and so there was an actual playground. You just go out there and see who's there. You know, be like random people.
I remember when I discovered masturbation.
Me too. I thought I was a genius. Yeah. I am a genius. I learned how to.
I can do this my damn self. Fuck a bitch. I ain't gonna need nobody else in my life. Nothing. I'm good. So that's what that thought brought up for me. Go ahead.
Oh god.
This video is for straight heterosexual men. Take a good look. This is what real women want. This is what a real man looks like. A real, straight, heterosexual, strong, masculine man. Honey, look at this wrist. Look at this strong, masculine, heterosexual wrist. Honey, this wrist is so strong and limp, it's giving me arthritis. Arthritis, mama. Hang on, somebody has a question. Why are you wearing a pink beanie? Honey, I'm wearing a pink beanie because the color pink reminds me of my favorite part of a woman's body. Honey, the color pink reminds me of good puss. Good cooch. Kitty cats. Meow meow. Honey, there is nothing I love more than a good woman. With boobies? Oh, honey, my mouth is watering. Hang on, somebody else has a question. Do you do drag? Oh, honey, I'm dragging something, but it ain't RuPaul. Clock that tea, mama. Honey, the only thing I'm dragging is a BBC.
Oh my god.
It's so stupid. Kitty cat meow meow. Oh, somebody stop. Oh. When I'm supposed to be working, this is what I'm doing. Right. When I'm in here working, this is what I'm doing. So let me just
right.
Come by my office. Come by my house. Come by my office door.
Yeah,
Generally, I'm on the internet. Yeah, pep out. Right. Kitty cat.
Oh my god.
Y'all gonna see that one again, so get used to it. Let's go stay in rotation. Fuck it. I'm happy. Go ahead, please.
Honey, I am officially old. I'm supposed to be at an all-white party. Honey, I done got dressed, put my perfume on, got my earrings, got my little bag I'm taking with me and everything. Y'all, I done sat on this bed. Yeah, I'm not going. I'm not going, y'all. I'm going to take these clothes. I am going to bed. I don't even have enough boogie in me, y'all. It just, I didn't even got the pop lock in me. I've been waiting on this, and I don't feel like it.
Right. In Jesus' name. And mama.
It's over.
I done been there. I done been there.
All that effort to look that good, she's like, nah, I'm tired of
going back. We've all been there. We've all been there. Let me tell you something. We've all been there. Dressed up. Smell like a Chicago whore. You just in there.
And that was like when I knew I was gay. I was like, "Oh, that's a nice bag."
Yeah.
That was a nice bag. I was like,
it was, right?
And then matched her glasses, right? Man, we gay.
I was like, okay, I'm so gay.
Great bag, mama. Right. When they say mama, hey, it's all good. I mean, and I laughed at that because it's so true. Now we've all been there.
Yeah.
Like Swag, how many times you said you're going to motor into town? And you said that, right? You sit down and that's it. Or, you go
I think about it, I'm like, do I really have to go? Do I really need to drive all the way into town to get
right?
groceries?
Now, I'm going to tell you, I realized I was old when the other day I sat on the end of my bed. Let me sit down and take a little rest break before I go back downstairs. 3 hours later, I woke up. Just leaned over on the pillow. The rest of my body's on the floor. Just old. Just old. Or somebody told me today, oh man, we're going over to such and such house and have a kickback. I ain't want to sound uncool, Malcolm. But I was thinking to myself, I need to call somebody and ask them what a kickback is. So, I had to Google what a kickback was. I get it. They hanging out at somebody's house. Nice. So there you go. Again, I am old. Go ahead with the next one. This should be.
Oh God, another thing that was crazy about Generation X. I don't even know if you can talk about this anymore, but we did this thing. It's so weird. Okay. It was called critical thinking. And it's so crazy. So basically what you would do, this is like in the old days, you would listen to both sides of a story or a topic or an issue, and then you would make your own, this is crazy, you'd make your own opinion that would then guide you through
life. I mean, she's not wrong.
Back in the day,
We always ask ourselves, where are we wrong in this generation? What's happening? And Malcolm, that's the answer. We are now totally missing critical thinking. We're not doing it anymore.
Yeah, and I think we also don't live in a shared reality. And there's a great, it used to be where, you have 5 or 6 channels that everybody watched, and now everyone's cordoned off into their own reality where, they get fed their own version of the truth.
Right. Yeah, Swag sent me a thing that Colbert and Rachel Maddow and a few other people. Is it so? That's going to happen.
I don't know if it's going to happen for sure or not, but they're supposedly in the talks, and now they talk about adding Joy Reid to the mix. Supposedly.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Joy Reid for reaching almost 2 million viewers on her new YouTube page. So can't keep a good bitch down. I hear you, mama. And just because I don't like the way you deliver news, that doesn't mean you're not good at what you do. I just have a right to
Yeah.
She has skills. She does have her own set of skills. Yeah, I like the way other people deliver news, and I don't. And so, and I need to go ahead and give an opinion on that. I do not hate Joy Reid. Let me just tell y'all that right now.
Yeah.
You know, she's not. I don't like. She's not a bitch I hate. I just. And I don't think they hate her. She was the lowest rated show on the network.
Yeah.
That's it. She had a 7:00 time slot, and she had to go. I mean, like that's if your candidate didn't win, that's the station that makes the cuts.
Yeah.
Listen, they put all their baskets, the eggs in one basket, and her basket did not win, honey.
It's also just the idea that they're struggling regardless. MSNBC as a network.
Well, MS Now.
MS Now, yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
And I'm still not ready to go back to watching like the constant drumbeat of, and that's why. Let me just be honest with you. That's why I had to think differently about how I deliver the news. And Malcolm and I struggle with this all the time. I just can no longer deliver the news to you as a talking head. I have to jazz it up. I have to do things. I have to make you laugh and make me laugh and make us comfortable with the foolishness. Because I'm going to let you know, and I tell you at the end of every episode, just like right now, we are living in a very serious time. So please do not let my comic take on some very serious matters skew the fact that this is a time we all need to vote as much as possible when it's time. We all need to become, because they win with our apathy. Oh,
yeah.
Well, she lost. I don't give a fuck. Lick your wounds. Let's get back into this. Myself included. I stopped watching MSNBC. I stopped, doing the news. I took a long sabbatical from this show that I love to do. Like, this is a passion of mine, and I get to bring my best friends along to do this with this, and to you, this is a passion for me to bring this to you, and I love it, and I love that my personality, all these things behind me, see, it comes through each and every week. I get to have T-shirts on for the culture. Let's show them today's T-shirt. I'm going to, because people always ask me about my T-shirts. So today's T-shirt is, you see this, Khadijah, Regine, Sinclair, and Max. 1990s owned Living Single. That's right. Go check it out. It is running in constant loop on Hulu and the Grio, all kinds of chases. So check it out. It is a great show back in the 90s. Check out Woo Woo, Woo 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 Woo. Some great actresses. Erica Alexander, you are the best, most definitely. So again, tune in next Saturday right here on this channel, www.youtube.com/MailMediaMind2. Why swag?
Because they stole one.
See, I love when y'all do your homework. Get it. You totally get it. And tomorrow again, there is the meeting of the Blurred Council at 5 p.m. This network, you might get lucky. You might drop something on the floor, snap, and bend. 3 o'clock Monday, I will run in from the gym sweaty and bothered to sit down with Malcolm to bring you this. No, I'm preparing to travel at the end of the week. This is going to be a terribly busy week for me, so pray for me. If I have the same T-shirt on every show, charge it to my shirt, because I'm not changing clothes next week. I'm just going to bed dressed. I'm kidding. To tune in to us Mondays, and then Tuesday swag 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, he will bring you the swag suite presented by M3 and himself. You can get shit his mama said. Now we're gonna find out if the straights are okay, if the gays are okay. We need to ask you some questions. It might even be a Tech Tuesday. Never know what's coming out of the bag. And tune in live for me next Saturday I don't know. I gotta see if I'm gonna be broadcasting from Tijuana. I'll let you know. But Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, my man Malcolm for Life, the Philosopher King. Tune in, find out why we call him the Philosopher King, and why we all need some type of soothing after Tuesday night. Yes.
Too much death. Is it too much death?
You have to nurse us back to good health mentally. And Thursday nights, the Diggler Digest, my man Cream Diggler, where he will wonder and wig you to death. You might get a glimpse of Sammy. Definitely John. Let's not forget my man John. You can catch John on all the socials. Well, John definitely on Instagram. John is a regular contributor here.
Oh, speaking of which, so Cream is going to have to take some time for work. So John has said that he will step in and be the host of the Diggler Digest.
Lies.
Business.
Lies. John, we have been friends for
I guess you
years.
have to tune
Lies.
in Diggler Digest to find out who actually is going to be hosting.
Lies. You will not tell lies on Beyonce's internet. Lies. We don't believe you. Lies. In fact, you get a Peter Griffin. Yeah. We don't believe you.
Oh my goodness.
We don't believe you.
Okay.
And that's all I gotta say. No, we believe each other. So wait, tune in for John Thursday nights to fill in for Cream Diggler on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Standard Time. And again, right here Saturday, as we dance with the devil for President Poopy Pants. What is his name? I want everybody, when you're referring to Trump in your social media, I want you to refer to Trump as this. Kango taco tits. Remember that. Don't say Trump. Don't say 45, 47. I want you to say Kanko's McTaco tits. Use that if you want to. Call and contact us and we'll send it to you. Just speaking of sending things to you, please join us on Patreon, become a paid member. Help us produce the show. Get exclusive content on our Telegram page. We say good morning, we say good evening. You get first looks at our own separate podcast, and you get insights to what's going on here. And you get to join us for another 15, 20 minutes after the show. And you get to, a little peek behind the curtain. Sometimes we take our shirts off. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I kid. All right, y'all. Well, peace and blessings into you and your family, and have a great week. And we appreciate you for tuning in. And if nobody told you they love you, we do. And don't forget the end credit, not the opening, the closing. Little producing note there for tonight. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Continue.
Thanks for checking out this episode of The Saturday Sit Down with your host, the talented Mr. Drayton. Your one-stop shop for the best conversation that you don't want to miss. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And stay tuned for the next episode. See you then.
Yay. That's really